Hello and welcome to the Lamenters Season 2. This is part 2 of our Session 0, and I have two more of our players who are going to be experiencing the Bill Allen statistically tremendous alternative for rolling dice to create their characters for Season 2 of the Lamenters. So, Patrick and Niels, we're going to just briefly to understand there are some mechanical differences with Lamentations. So you could see that the ability score and modifiers are a little bit toned down from like D&D. In D&D 5th edition, an 18, for example, would give you a +4. But in Lamentations and in a lot of the other retro clones and OSR games, it's more faithful to like original and AD&D. So in this case, an 18 is a +3, a 16 to 17 is a +2, a 13 through 15 is a +1, 9 through 12 has 0 benefit or penalty, and a 6 through 8 is a -1. Now, in case anybody didn't see the video that I made, I came up with this silly idea for generating characters very quickly. Essentially, you roll 6 20-sided dice. That's how fast this is going to go. But anything that's between a 1 and a 5, you just bump up to a 6. So it's still a low roll, but it's not brutally punitive. And then if you roll a 19 or a 20, that counts as an 18. So we will see how this works. Which of you are the bravest of souls that would like to give this a try first?
I'll go.
Okay, so here we go. 6 D20s. Wow, that's very interesting. All right, so you got one high, well, actually 2 high rolls. So the 20 becomes an 18. Sorry, who was I rolling for, Niels?
Yep.
Okay, so the 20 becomes an 18. Then you have a 17, which is also a nice roll. Then a 13. Then a 12. Then an 11. And the 4 counts as a 6. So nice spread there.
Yep.
All right, Patrick, you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to clear this out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you might be a candidate for a reroll. So if the total of the modifiers is not a positive, then you can reroll. So in this case, you'd have a 6, a 6, a 7, which all of those are -1, -1, -1. A 10 through 12 doesn't count, and an 18 +3. So you zero it out. So this is a reroll.
I'll be thankful for that.
I think I had one other person in part 1 of Session 0 who had a bad set. I feel like it might have been Marie, but I don't remember. Okay, well, there we have it. Now, this is interesting. So the 19 and 20 both count as 18s. So the total modifiers, the bonuses, is +6, right? So +3 for each of those. Then you have an 11, which doesn't count for anything. And then 4, 1, 3 is 6, 6, 6. So you have 18, 18, 11, 6, 6, 6. So that is a net positive, meaning the +3s from the 18s outweigh the -3 from all the lower rolls. So Patrick, you have 18, 18, 11, 6, 6, 6. I have all of the players' rolls, and literally everybody has a number of 6s. I think actually, Niels, you're the only person who only has 1 6. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 players who have 3 6s. Heath has 2 7s and a 6. Marie has 2 6s. And you are the only player that has 1 6. That's pretty.
The only one was just 1 -1.
Yes.
Okay.
So the gist is this: you guys will now think about what class you want to play. And as I explained to the other group when they were making their characters, you're going to consider a couple important things that I'm kind of changing based on the setting of the game. So the first thing is that there are no demi-humans in the Lands of Doreguteon. So you can use the options, the class options for dwarf, elf, or halfling, but I've basically reskinned them and given them different titles. So if you choose to make a dwarf, for example, that is an explorer. If you choose to make an elf, that's an investigator. If you choose to make a halfling, that's a ranger. Other than that, you have the other core class options. Fighters, who are the only class that have an attack bonus that goes up incrementally as they gain levels. Magic user, which if you choose that, just know that culturally and legally throughout the Lands of Doreguteon, magic use, arcane magic, is considered devilry or witchcraft, and there would be in-game ramifications. So not to discourage anyone from having fun and building, a secret wizard, but it's you're rolling the dice, you're taking risks.
Yep.
And then of course there's a cleric. On the flip side of that whole cultural prejudice or bias, clerics are revered because religion plays a huge role throughout the Lands of Doreguteon. So clerics are kind of given a special sort of social status or preference. Then finally, specialists, which I really like, especially in Lamentations of the Flame Princess. They are your rogues, your thieves, but you get to allocate where your skill points go. So you can, there are a myriad of different options for what kind of specialist you can be and how focused you are. So it's a lot of fun building those characters. But those are the options. And then also, I think we're going to start everybody off at a slightly higher level. So we're going to start everybody off at level 3, and you're going to have your maximum hit points. You won't roll. You'll have the max for your class, plus your constitution bonus if you choose to put that in. And that will determine your hit points. After level 3, we will do rolls for hit points. So I'm starting everybody off a little higher powered than a first level thing, specifically because of kind of the campaign themes that I'm going to be exploring. And then, of course, starting equipment, that's something that I will include in the email, but just for the audience, I'm starting every player out with 600 silver pieces. So Lamentations uses a silver economy. So everybody's going to have 600 silver pieces to spend on equipment, weapons, armor, and supplies. I do have some caveats, though. You can only buy things that your character can wear, hold, or carry. So this means no horses, animal companions. You can acquire those later in the game, but you can't start off with those things. No vehicles, no carts, wagons, none of that. No magic items, with the exception of a holy symbol if you choose to buy one. And remember that in Lamentations, like in old school D&D, encumbrance matters. So there's a page 38 of the core rulebook for Lamentations explains their encumbrance system. So whatever you buy, it has to, fit in the accord with the encumbrance system. So you guys offline will work through your characters. You'll make your characters. You'll share them with me. If you have any questions, we'll bounce ideas back and forth. But that will wrap up this part 2 of Session 0 for Lamentations of the Flame Princess, the Lamenters Season 2. So we'll find out what Patrick and Niels decide to make, and we'll see them for the very first episode of Season 2. Until then, thank you everybody for watching, liking, and subscribing. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Well, hello, and welcome to Bill Allen World. I am Wizzy, the Wizard. I'm back once again to remind you to subscribe and click on the notifications button, and also watch videos that are over there. Tune in to the next episode of whatever show you are just watching and watch other shows featuring Bill. He made me say that because he's a narcissist. Okay, bye.